The Rotary Foundation of Washington, D.C. was incorporated on July 26, 1922, to engage in works of charity of every description in the District of Columbia. It operated a bus that it used to give recreation and health to the poor, needy, and disabled children and adults in the district. It further strove to find employment for the unemployed. The founder's desire was that the DC Foundation would exist in perpetuity. Well, it's lasted 100 years and is still going strong. Now I should put in a plug of our members to remember to donate to the foundation this year. In 1986, the foundation expanded its mission beyond the strict limits of the district to the DMV, and it no longer operates a bus. The foundation has, however, twice contributed to the purchase of the Salvation Army's truck, and our club helps man it as it goes around the district feeding the homeless. The foundation recently drafted a mission statement that echoes that of our founders. Specifically, it states that the foundation's funds are to support the service activities of our club and its partners that help vulnerable populations foster economic opportunity, justice and equity, education and literacy, health, and a sustainable environment. The last bit is probably the only addition to what our founding club was sensitive to. Marilyn will speak to this year's $100,000 foundation grant.
This year, the DC Rotary Foundation is awarding a single Washington nonprofit with a special Centennial grant of $100,000 as a statement of pride in its centennial year of service and its commitment to a better future for our community. It is with great pride that I share that we are awarding the grant to the Multicultural Career Intern Program, acronym MCIP, of Columbia Heights Educational Campus, which we also call CHEC. CHEC is the second largest high school in Washington, D.C., predominantly serving students of color. With the Centennial grant funds, NCIP, which works out of Columbia Heights Educational Campus, will establish a student-run-led community development corporation, the CDC. The MCIP CHEC CDC will be the first student-run CDC in the country and serve as an economic change agent for the students and their communities throughout the Washington, D.C. area. Additional information about our grant and awardee can be found on our website at dcrotaryclub.org. The Rotary Foundation of Washington, D.C. looks forward to another century of service. And though I was holding the symbolic photograph check, Lynn did hand the official check, so they have it in their hands. And now I leave the floor to Maria Tukeva, principal of CHEC, and Kapindi, the executive director of MCIP.
Thank you, and thank you to the Rotary Foundation for this amazing investment in our city's youth. As a school, we're always seeking new ways to make our school a better place where all students will feel like they have a way to reach their dreams. And we're in a process of trying to redesign how we do high school, because we know that high school sometimes is a place that students don't find relevant. And one of the things we heard from students is that they want more real life experiences. So that's where the idea came to start a CDC that was run by youth. We have so many amazing nonprofits in this city, but we don't really have any that really have the youth perspective. And so a youth CDC will address the problems that they see through their eyes and that they think are important. I'm going to ask Kapindi just to expand a little bit about the partnership, but then I would ask two of our students. They've already started thinking about what they want to address. What are the problems they want to address? So I would ask Isaac and Ed Alawit to come up and talk a little bit about what they're seeing as some of the issues they would like to address in their communities.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say, wow, congrats on 100 years. We aspire to live that long, and hopefully, what is birthed today certainly does that. Partnerships are really a thing for us. Our biggest innovations have always been the result of amazing partners, and Rotary, you have been a partner unlike any other. Even this very gift is the road less traveled. And I thank you so much. We all thank you for doing the impossible, reimagining the future of education. Um, in terms of appreciation and thank you, really, we thank you for this gift, which is really a twofer. We thank you for lending us your prestige because this is the beginning of something new. Turn of the previous century, the school bell, the things that made innovations happen was reimagined. Nothing yet has come by this century remotely close to what you've just done. And from the bottom of our hearts, student voice not only means something, it also means students are present. And without further ado, let's take it to our students. Thank you.
Hello. For starters, I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. We will do amazing things with this. Speaking of those amazing things, I want to start off with one of the main problems that we have seen in our community as students, which is violence in our community. To keep it very brief, to change this problem, we need to provide another initiative for students. One of those initiatives can come from jobs, stress relief, therapy, and other things like that. So us as students, we would like to be able to provide a further resource first for students or for anyone in the community to be able to relieve their mind of different situations. Thank you.
Hello, and I would like to thank you too for the grant, and we promise we'll use it properly. And okay, I agree with Isaac what he said about violence in our community, and I feel like there should be a space in the community to like serve like a place where kids feel comfortable and safe, like they can go to. Like my friend mentioned, like a community center where kids could like hang out and like pivot them towards like more awareness for like mental health and stuff like that, other than like violence. And one of the things that I think should provide is like therapies, and I feel like we should hire more therapists for kids to make them more like aware of emotions and like mental health. And the other one is like making more partnership with organizations to like provide kids with internships, because well, it's really hard to like get internship as like a student. And I feel like if we get internship, well, it will give them like more experience of like the outside world, I mean the reality of this world. And the other thing is I feel like with a community center created in our like community, I feel like it would like serve kids for like more experience for kids who don't have like parents presence. I feel like that should be a good idea.
Um, Hello, my name is Shalor, and I want to start off by saying that I am very thankful for this opportunity. Um, and I hope that mainly, of course, as my peers have stated, that to create an environment for students that's safe. And of course, there are plenty of resources for that in community centers, but I feel that students might shy away from them because when you go to a community center, you have to sign up for classes and you have to maintain like consistent attendance to be a part of it. And I believe that creating an environment where students can be, instead of without a direct responsibility, just somewhere where they can hang out and be themselves and have fun. I think that's extremely important, because with the safety issue, a lot of it is because there's nowhere for students to go for free. So, and if there is, it's far, or you have to take the train or the bus, and that in itself can be extremely dangerous for students. So I believe that creating environments where students can go to and actually walk to is very and extremely important. Especially environments where students, a lot of students that I know have to have responsibilities aside from school, like they have a job or they have siblings. I believe that it's extremely important to create an environment where they can go to relieve themselves of these responsibilities. So if you go somewhere and you have a younger sibling, you're not the only one who's sitting there raising and watching that sibling. I think that this money is extremely important to just create somewhere where students don't necessarily have to be responsible or not be responsible, but like where they can be kids, somewhere where a kid can be a kid, and somewhere where they can create like where people don't have opinions of them that they haven't created for themselves. Thank you.
Just very quickly, these three are senior students and they're all applying to college. However, Isaac already just got a full scholarship to University of Wisconsin in Madison, 4 years. And Shalor and Eda Lawit will be getting their acceptances soon because they're applying as well. So congratulations to them.
I think it's important to also mention that this is just the beginning. And I'm hoping that this check is by no means the end, because we would love Rotary to be an advisory capacity as we shepherd the usherance of this youth-run community development corporation. You have been an amazing partner all these years. Why stop now?
Thank you so much and congratulations. Thank you for being here. And now I'd like to invite Council Member from Ward 1, Brianna Nadu, to give a few remarks.
Thanks so much, Marilyn. Well, I want to do two things. One, I want to acknowledge and thank the Rotary Club and the foundation, and I also want to honor our students. First, let me say, as someone who was a student leader myself, Rotary has always been a force in community all across the country, supporting not only small businesses, but students and the leaders of the future and the leaders of the present. And so thank you to the Rotary Club for investing in our youth in Columbia Heights, who so clearly are deserving. It was wonderful to hear from them directly. So thank you. Second, there is not a day that goes by that I am not impressed by the students and the faculty and the leadership at the Columbia Heights Education Campus. The fact that MSIP even exists is such a special thing and is a testament to the work of the team there. But the fact that the students came up with the idea for the CDC is so beautiful and frankly not at all surprising, because it is what we have come to expect from our Czech students. Just this, the intelligence and the drive and the determination to be everything you can be. You make us so proud every day here in the District of Columbia, and I will humbly offer these remarks not only on behalf of myself as the Ward 1 council member, but on behalf of the entire DC Council. You make us very proud. There is nothing that I can say better than what you all have said yourselves. It is a lesson to us all to listen to the voices of our students and to listen to the voices of our young people when they tell us what they need and what they want. So thank you for making the investments in what these students have told us that they need and they want. And I look forward to supporting all of you as you move forward in your lives as well. Thank you.